Everybody, game number 2 in this best of 5 between Best and Snow from the CasterMuse Star League Season 4. All right, let's get this going. Of course, in the round of 8, it is all best of 5s. Right now, Best leading 1-0. Definitely out macroed Snow a little bit. Did that very gateway heavy attack after his expansion against the replay of Snow, and Snow just got a bit behind, was unable to fight his way back into it. So we're on a very, very different map this time. In fact, it's honestly, it's almost the opposite of Shakura's Temple. This is Ringing Bloom. This is the one where you have these Overmind Cocoons. They don't really come into play PvP all that much, but you have a ramped main base, and then you have your expansion over to the side inside your main. And honestly, I mean, I've said this a lot of times. I think that this type of map gives us, in my opinion, the most entertaining Protoss vs. Protoss games. And that's because you can basically take your expansion rather quickly, and your opponent can't really do anything about it. Like, they can try to push up a ramp, but it's just so hard to push up a ramp in Protoss vs. Protoss. So generally, you just kind of get away with a quick expand, and you can tech up pretty quickly, and we just get large armies fielded and less build order wins is what it feels like. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they go for, and especially Best. It looks like he wants to go Nexus first, but unfortunately for him, Snow is going to scout him first here. So this shows you how greedy Best feels like he can be on this map. And honestly, if he was getting scouted second or third, this would be a lot stronger, but getting scouted first can be rough. Now, Snow almost turned around there, but just Flick saw the Nexus, turns around and sees this. Oh my god, already an offensive pylon. This is looking pretty good for Snow, I think. Now, Nexus first is such a rare build in Protoss vs. Protoss that it's hard to say, but slowing his economy down like this? Oh no. Oh no, this is insane right now. So Snow has put down 2 pylons. He's gonna have a Zealot popping out very soon here. A second one will be on the way immediately and sent up the map. Like, this gateway is only halfway done, so we still have like a minute before we have a Zealot out to fight. And with these pylons in here, it screws up the pathing, it screws up the mining, it screws up everything. This is bad news for Best right now. I mean, I could see Snow doing a lot of damage. Look at how much lost mining time. Definitely worth for these offensive pylons. Now, Snow is going down to take his own back natural. Best running down this ramp as well. You may want to try to slow this a little bit. Snow's probe goes a little bit beyond and turns around, so they're going to have a bit of a fight. But here comes this first Zealot. This is an important moment. Now, this Zealot going to be coming out a little bit after this Zealot gets into the main. It looks like he got another offensive pylon up. 2 of the pylons have been killed already. Some harassment from this probe. Oh my god, he gets another one down as well. And now it's a microfest here for Best. Let's see if he can hold on. The probe and Zealot coming up. Look at that drilling by Best. Just amazingly done. And then Best actually gets the probe of Snow as well, which is really nice. Getting as much damage on a probe as possible. He doesn't care about the Zealot of Best, not at all. Just trying to kill off any workers that he possibly can. The second Zealot coming up now. Best has a second Zealot on the way as well. Look at this, trying to get that probe that's stuck behind, but great drilling from Best once again. I gotta tell you what, I think Best is microing this as well as it ever could be. Look at that, getting a ton of damage on. And honestly, he's only down 3 probes right now, and he has that back Nexus, right? So he can catch up in probes very, very quickly here. Now his Zealots just chasing down the Zealots of Snow. We're gonna finally get another of these pylons killed off. And he's blocking him right now. Look at that. He makes a pylon as well and then glides out. So he's going to get a kill onto this Zealot. And I tell you what, I actually have some chills right now. This is like the best I could ever imagine someone dealing with this. The double offensive pylon, triple, quadruple offensive pylon play here from Snow against the Nexus first into a Zealot rush. And Best deflects every portion of this. This Nexus not yet done, so even though we see a 1 probe difference approximately, Best is going to get ahead with this. In fact, we even see that supply block from Snow as he loses his offensive pylons. He has made several Zealots here. He's going into his second gate. He has his cybernetic score. So, I mean, there's still some play that we can see. Like, maybe he's going to send his Zealots across the map with some Dragoons and try to keep pressure on that way. But Best has basically held it. He's starting to jump up as far as the economy goes. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a game here when I thought he might just die instantly to the rush. I love seeing, you know, things seemingly go well for Snow and then just the perfect defense from Best. Kind of exciting to see, even at this pro level, the pure deflection of the cheese with the very greedy build. All right, the cybernetics core is done for Best. His second gateway about to finish. We have 2 gateways here, a Dragoon already out, more on the way. No range as of yet. Looks like we have a little offensive pylon here. That one will be canceled. He's not going to let that one finish. Robo coming up for Snow as well. And now that they both have their nexuses up, we can really take a look at where the economy's at. It's 34 probes to 32. So Best with a slight economic lead. And as far as units goes, a slight unit lead here from Snow. He does have that Robo up a bit faster as well. So while Best deflected that masterfully, I would say at like taking a look at where the game is at, you have to give an advantage to Snow here. He's barely behind as far as the probes go. His army looks okay, and he's got quicker Robotech. Look at this. He's taking a 3rd Nexus as well. That's kind of insane. I really did not expect this. It's so far out of the way that you really don't even think that Best will ever scout this, to be honest. Like, why would you ever come down here? Like, maybe a shuttle could fly around and see this, but at that point, it's too late. He's so far away from doing a Reaver drop or anything like that. And in fact, in a game like this, you're probably going to focus more heavily on gateway units as Best. Now, Best throws down his own 3rd Nexus as well. That's kind of cool to see. Yeah, it's a pretty tightly contested game right now. That range upgrade still coming for Snow. Best approximately the same location. Observer Tech coming out. Yeah, it's kind of funny. They have like almost the exact same build. Here's the big difference, right? We have 5 gateways going up for Best. We have 4 for Snow. And is Snow going to go into Reaver Tech? That's kind of a question I really want to see. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets skipped. But it's Snow, right? So you kind of expect to see Reavers. It's just that their macro is getting so big so quickly, it feels like you really do have to focus on things like Dragoons here. That Observer gets picked off. So Snow playing a little bit blind from there. He is up just slightly in probes now. Adding a couple more gateways, and we do not see any sort of Reaver Tech. So it looks like it's going to be Mass Dragoon for now, maybe into Citadels for Zealot legs in a little bit. Best walking across the map. Their supplies neck and neck right now, 80 to 81. As these units turn around and fire, Best will have to run away. And actually, Snow, he wants this engagement. Best stops to actually have it, but does he have enough units? Yeah, it looks like he really does with his reinforcing Dragoons from his main base, but the 3 Zealots do have to be microed around. The Zealots now of Best pushing those Zealots back, and it looks like Best came out on top right there. Snow having to turn around. Does have enough Dragoons now that I think he can parry this attack. Best moving to the side a little bit. Lots of production of these gateway units on either side. And the Zealots starting to hit each other a little bit. Best getting slightly better volleys each and every time. And you can see his supply starting to go up a bit. Reinforcing 4 more Dragoons come down from the north. And suddenly the Zealots have evaporated for Snow, who has to run back. He might get trapped up his ramp. If that happens, he's going to be in trouble. He's coming down with every Dragoon that he has. He knows he cannot lose this area. If Best contains the main base, then it's going to be so easy to kill this expansion. So Snow must end up holding. Best pushing forward, though. He wants to have this engagement. Ooh, it looks like Best is going to win this engagement, and with more Dragoons coming down, this is only going to get worse for Snow. He's pumping out as many Dragoons as he can, but Best just has more units down here right now. More gates being added on both sides. Best heading down towards his 3rd base location. Snow coming right behind him. He knows he has to save it. If you lose this, that is the game. Probes coming up and actually trying to kind of block there, but it's not really working out. So they turn around. Best just taking whatever hits he can get. Now coming forward, targeting down these Dragoons, and the Dragoons are not going to live for that long. More Dragoons coming down from Snow. The Probe's coming up for the flank, but I think the killing move here might be the flank of Dragoons here from Best. He's going to be able to remove these Dragoons, which means the Probes are going to be minced meat. Now, Snow does have more Dragoons himself coming over to this area, but you definitely see Best is getting more value for his money here. He's killing off the Dragoons of Snow and getting a bunch of Probes as well, hurting that economy. Now, Snow coming down with those 3 others, but more flanks coming. Kind of funny to see just the endless rally of Dragoons on both sides. And finally, Snow holds on to this area. Going to go ahead, kill off this last Dragoon, but he is down 7-8 workers plus army supply right now. It's a 22 supply advantage for Best. He's continuing to send his units down as he gets them. He does have his +1 attack upgrade a little bit further ahead, making 8 Dragoons right now against the 5 of Snow. Snow's economy so stunted from this. He was fighting with these probes for a long time, and he lost a lot. So he just cannot keep up on that production, whereas Best will not let up at all. Now that he has that pressure, he's going to continue to send them down. And what are you to do as Snow? You can't counterattack. You have to use all of your units for defense. And he's just fighting with less Dragoons against more probes coming down, drilling into these Dragoons. He's going to get a surround on that one, but as more Dragoons come down here for Best, I mean, this is starting to look pretty pointless for Snow. He's only making the Dragoons still, and we actually have Zealot legs for Best on the way, so he's actually planning a transition here as well. Snow, yeah, he's just bleeding off way too many, and I think we're gonna see a GG here from Snow. That's it. Best leads the series 2-0.